Welcome to each and every one of you as we gather to celebrate the 79th Independence Day of our beloved nation, India.
A very happy Independence Day to each one of you. My dear fellow citizens, the 15th of August is a date etched in our collective memory. During the long years of colonial rule, generations of Indians dreamt of the day of independence. Men and women, old and young, from all parts of the country yearned to throw away the yoke of foreign rule. Their struggle was marked by robust optimism, which has continued to propel our progress since independence too.
Dear fellow citizens, I would like to take this opportunity to urge all of you to do what you can to protect the environment. To respond to the challenges of climate change, we must also change. We must change our habits and our worldview. We must change our relationship with our land, rivers, mountains, with flora and fauna. With contribution from all of us, we will leave behind a planet in which life will be flourishing in natural order. Dear fellow citizens, I have in mind especially the soldiers guarding our borders and the police as well as central armed police forces. I extend my greetings to the members of the judiciary and the civil services, my Independence Day greetings to the Indian officials in the missions abroad and also to the Indian diaspora. I once again extend my greetings for Independence Day. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Color flies high this evening. Let us remember the journey we as a nation have traveled and look ahead with hope, determination and pride.
Excellencies, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me say a few words now about the historical, time-tested, robust and multifaceted ties between our two countries, India and Zambia. For the past few years, unfortunately, it has almost become a cliche to say that we are living through turbulent times with myriad disturbing trends and developments across the globe. However, despite that, our two nations have continued to strengthen our bilateral ties across various sectors. Since the time my predecessor addressed you from this podium last year, we have taken significant strides in our journey. The 6th session of India-Zambia Permanent Commission was held in November last year. Honorable Minister of Defense of Zambia attended the Aero India 2025 in February this year. Earlier this year, a group of private Indian institutions of higher learning visited Zambia for further enhancing our cooperation in the field of education. In March this year, a 90-member delegation from Pharmaceuticals Export Promotion Council of India visited Lusaka for the India-Zambia Pharmaceuticals Business Forum. The event included participation from 120 Zambian delegates. In May this year, the Government of Zambia and Exim Bank of India signed a bilateral debt restructuring agreement. In the same month, Messrs. Akum's Drugs signed an MOU with the Government of Zambia to set up medicines manufacturing plant in Zambia. The 3rd session of India-Zambia Joint Trade Committee was held in June this year, and for that, I'll specifically like to thank our guest of honor. It couldn't have been possible without his personal involvement. In the same month, a team from Geological Survey of India visited Zambia to further strengthen our bilateral cooperation in the field of mining. In July, our two countries achieved a significant milestone in signing an MOU for promotion of cooperatives, an area where India has accumulated vast experience over the last several decades. In the same month, the first India-Zambia Joint Working Group on Health took place. Our development cooperation has further expanded in this period. Our cultural ties have taken further leaps. In the last 2 months, the High Commission has started yoga and traditional Indian dance classes. They are free and everyone is welcome. Excellencies, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, this is by no means an exhaustive list. It's just an indication that if the foundations of our bilateral ties are strong, global headwinds cannot stop us from further strengthening our relationship. At this point, I'll be sorely remiss if I do not mention the significant role of the 30,000 strong Indian diaspora, which has, through their grit, determination, and hard work, made a stellar contribution in bringing our two countries closer. India takes pride in your achievements. Finally, I would also like to thank my team at the High Commission, all my colleagues, the Indian, Zambian colleagues. They have been working very hard for the past several days to make this evening a successful one. In conclusion, I'll once again thank each one of you for honoring us with your presence. I hope you enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you and Jai Hind.
We celebrated 60 years of our political independence, and we equally celebrated 60 years of our bilateral ties with India and diplomatic ties. So they've stood with us, you've stood with us, and even now we strongly believe our future is bright and our ties will continue to get even stronger in many different facets and sectors of our livelihoods. Your Excellency, India has been a key development partner to our country. Among many sectors that you have mentioned, I wish not to highlight them because you have mentioned them already. It is very clear that among the different people that we have in our country, apart from the Zambians, that have become to be indigenous in our communities, in our livelihoods, and fully identify themselves as Zambians, is the Indian business community. They've been with us for years. And between them and us, we see no difference. We've lived side by side. We've shared cultural exchanges, which over time have been intertwined, and we identify each other as one. Your Excellency, your coming and reassignment to our country has revived that passion and commitment between Zambia and India to explore many different opportunities of economic ties and development. You have mentioned education, security, defense, and culture, as well as tourism. We are very glad as a country to have you, and we are very grateful for your government to have assigned you to be a part of us. Allow me to highlight, Your Excellency, some concrete steps that our two countries have taken, besides what you had mentioned, in the recent past, which are aimed at deepening our friendly bilateral relationships. Not long ago, Your Excellency, we signed in the year 2024 between the two countries. We signed and held a very successful Foreign Office consultation here in Lusaka. Furthermore to that, Your Excellency, in the same year, 2024, we successfully convened the Joint Permanent Commission, which we talked about and was attended to by our Minister of Defense, among many other things that we have done. MOUs have been signed, and the commitment by our President and the government is to make sure that these MOUs we've signed do not only become documents that we refer to, but we actualize them by how we strengthen our bilateral ties and improving the living standards of our people.
Art exhibition. So the idea was this. I got in touch with some young Zambian artists, talented as you can see. The only condition was that they should not have traveled to India ever in their lives. So they were asked to create one work of art simply from their imagination of India. So this little exhibition is called India in My Heart. And I would like to invite all the artists on stage who participated in this. If they could just, they know, but while I'm naming them, if they could just come to the stage. Mr. Boston Mulenga, Mr. Augustine Kagimu, Ms. Linda Banda, Mr. Hezroth Simanda, Ms. Gift Nondo, Dr. Bernard Semakwezi, Mr. Daudi Eves, Shambaza Piri, Mr. Carlos Chambata, Mr. Jonas Mutale, Mr. Nando Chansa, Mr. Alexander Bandela. Is studying over here? Is it? I'm not sure because I since the guest of honor arrived, I had to leave the welcoming party. I don't know if one of my favorite stars of Zambian art scene is around. He's also named like that. So if he's around, may I please invite Mr. Starry Mwamba here.
चिंगारी जिद से जुनून तक है जाना हर कतरा बोल रहा चिंगारी जिद से जुनून तक है जाना हर कतरा बोल रहा
Thank you.